Hi, I'm Rob and welcome to another TW White & Sons video review. Today's car is a Mazda CX-5. So we have a Polymetal grey, a one owner from new, Mazda CX-5, 2 litre SKYACTIV. It's in the sport trim. It's a one owner car. It's got a shade over 17,000 miles currently, and with a full Mazda service history. Mechanically it's in pretty tip-top condition. So with the sport trim, we've got privacy glass, we've got keyless entry, which is operated from the doors and the boot lid. That would also allow you to use the blipper. As we walk around the car with the low mileage, it's in very nice condition. And Polymetal grey looks really nice when it's just been cleaned up. You've got contrasting two-tone alloys here. And of course Mazda's famous signature chrome strip running through the side of the car here. So I mentioned before, keyless entry. We have indicators integrated into the door mirrors. And then at the front, also lights with high beam function and again front parking sensors. So there's sensors front and rear. There's a rear camera which will aid you for reversing. So let's make our way back around the car just to walk around so you can see no marks, no scuffs. Looking in really nice condition. Again, in line with the mileage. Let's come to the back of the car. Touch pad here just under the badge. Give it a touch, the power tagout will rise. You can control that from the fob. You've also have an internal button to do so. Into the boot, pretty decent size as you can imagine, with storage below. And there is a hump there which is a subwoofer, and what you'll find is no spare wheel. If I lift this up again, you'll find that there's foam with compressor, albeit it needs put back in the car, but it will be. The seats fold super easily. You've got pull lever here. That drops that one down, and then on this side there's two, one for the centre and one for the outer seat. And again, they drop down. There is a pull-out parcel shelf, which again can be removed and actually stored just underneath that little tray there. And this clips up onto here, so it pulls up and over each and every time that you power the tailgate up. And when you're ready to power it down, hit the button there. Away it goes. So into the back, which means putting the interior back together again quickly. So we have full leather interior with a nice copper stitch which runs onto, say, the door cards. There's a bit of wood here as well. And then a 40-20-40 split with armrest, which also houses a USB port, which is the older style, a bit more drinks holders. They accompany the bottle moulded pockets in the doors. And with children's safety in mind, we have Isofix just on the two outer seat bases, so that can secure the seat into the chassis of the car, keeping child safe. Keyless entry again. Once you're inside the car, presented with your driver's door card with usual controls, but it's got power folding mirrors, which will also power when you lock the car. Also got BOSE audio symbol, again proudly displaying the BOSE with amplifier. We also have a fully electric driver's seat with 2 stages for 2 different drivers, and that will link to the mirrors. The mirrors themselves, which I'm going to just come around, if you can see, there is a little blind spot indicator light, which again will tell you when there's vehicles coming up behind you. So if you're in the middle of a 3-lane motorway, it will alert cars to your left and right side of you. Coming down, more controls. Typically off switches, but there's an I-stop function, which is the stop and go technology. That's designed to save fuel, so when you come to a halt in traffic, car's fully up to operating temperature, car will turn off in readiness for you to lift your foot off the brake. We also have a power tailgate button and an off switch for your rear parking sensors. So if you ever fitted a tow bar or a cycle carrier, you'd need to use that function. The car's got lane departure, and again that will bring you back into lane if you're not indicating across a solid white line. But could also stop you having an accident, of course. So let's hop on in, power the car up, show you what we've got inside. So there's a stop start button, put your foot on the brake, press once, and that powers the car up. You will note as it flies into life, you've got a CX-5, so that tells you the middle dial is a digital dial, the other 2 are analog. Therefore it can be changed and affected using the info button. So at the moment it shows range, give it a click, that disappears. Another click, you've got a couple of options around your trip A and B, and then it will show you the lane departure function. But also on the right hand side of the steering spokes, you've got the ability to set up adaptive cruise, and this is your cruise button to do so. So turn it on, then you can again affect a gap in time. Anything up to 2 seconds, will count back 3 times, back to half a second. So that will preserve that Being an automatic, it works very well with the system, and it means that in slow urban conditions it will just follow the car in front, and of course at motorway speeds it will also follow the car in front. All it's going to do is speed match, preserving the time gap. Coming down, it's also got a speed limiter, which is quite useful. Other side's more media driven for volume, changing your track, and of course accessing your Bluetooth telephone. Coming into the system itself, we have a tablet screen up here. Coming down, we have a climate control system. So you have heated seats, heated steering wheel. So it'll heat the rim and it'll be quite nice to use and touch. And of course it's a 6-speed auto with a sport function, which again you can use. That shows a really sort of aggressive looking red display, but it will then sharpen the gear shifts and drop more gears when you go for a kick down. Car has a manual mode too, therefore there are paddles to facilitate gear changes. And then you've got a nice clear clutter-free area purely because they fit an electronic parking brake. Now the controllers here control all the information regarding the touchscreen. Lots of storage for oddments and drinks. Now this one also has a wireless charging pad, so you can wirelessly connect to Apple and Android CarPlay in this car. You could also plug in with inputs there. We have a 12 volt, and we also have inputs for USBs, the older style. This car also has a sunroof. So lifting the slidey cover, you've got a sort of a glass panel, controlled from here. Pushing up once gives it the tilt function with a little air gap. Pushing back to the front of the car will close, but again pushing backwards will open the sunroof fully and let lots of air in. And then again just close, pushing forwards. Okay, so the car's got a reversing camera system, parking sensors as well. And of course it will have its own inbuilt sat nav from Mazda, but you may want to pair with Apple or Android and use your own mapping and stuff. Car also has a head-up display system, so I'll endeavour to zoom in a little. Ooh, wrong way. There we go. So you've got 0 and the road speed, which is blanked out currently, so that will show the road speed exactly when you drive away and start to read the road signs themselves with the road sign reader. The box there is the projection box. Okay, so yeah, this is a really nice low mileage, fully serviced, great spec car in the nice polymetal grey. So we're going to hop out. So ready to present to our customers. This is a one owner, just over 17,000 miles, 2-litre SKYACTIV-X sport trim in a 6-speed automatic running through the front wheels. So don't hesitate to contact us. Come and see this nice example of a CX-5. We do like a part exchange, and of course we can help finance your purchase if that's appropriate. So don't hesitate to ask, we will offer. So we will speak to you soon, we hope. Enjoy the video, thank you.